Alright guys, so today we're going to talk about part 2 for the Infinity War series. So, let's get started. We come back to Gamora stabbing into Peter when Doctor Strange uses Time Stone, pulling Peter from the sword, and then once starting time again, he begins to heal Peter. When we cut over to Turk and his crew, as they see Groot about to land on him, Doctor Strange pulls Turk in as the others flee, and they both begin to view the fight from the outside. Doctor Strange ends up convincing Turk to hand over the Soul Stone, only on one condition. Turk gets a favor they can use at any time. So once Doctor Strange accepted these terms, Turk is then teleported at his apartment when he looks out the window to see an explosion at Belverde Castle. As the fight continues, we do see Gamora yelling at Drax and Adam, telling them to hand over the Soul Stone. So Rocket starts shooting Spot, and if you don't know any of his abilities, Spot can actually control and manipulate the warps on his body to almost any degree as he wishes. And so when he's getting shot at by Rocket, he ends up shooting the crowd around him. But a blue blast ends up shooting through Rocket's gun, destroying it. And we do see Iron Man land, yelling to the crowd not another word nor round. And he also asks, "Where is Strange?" Ignoring this request, Drax then begins to yell towards Gamora to drop the Power Stone. Before he can finish his sentence, she ends up slashing his stomach open. As blood begins to spill out, we see Thanos looking over him, and he tells Gamora we should put him out of his misery, since his only job was to kill me, and now that job is done. Gamora yells for Thanos to shut up, and as she swings her sword into the air, where his body once stood, everyone just ends up staring at her like she's crazy for her talking to herself. In this moment, the Black Widow pops in with the Space Stone, knocking out Bullseye, but Gamora begins to lunge at Captain Marvel and Natalia. And when Adam tells the group that he needs to put distance between Gamora and the Soul Gem and starts to fly off, Gamora begins to yell at Adam, and we see a circular shield and a familiar flying hammer knocking into her, meaning the Avengers have arrived. Convincing Adam to stay, Captain Marvel flies into Gamora, taking her up higher and higher into the atmosphere, as the rest of Turk's goons begin to flee. We see Gamora's sword hit the ground, then moments later, Captain Marvel floats down, holding onto Gamora. With Strange immediately restraining Gamora, Cap looks down at her, and when we see her beginning to tap the ground in Morse code, his eyes begin to light up, realizing Gamora now has the Reality Stone. And when he looks over at the real Gamora, she states she wishes it didn't happen this way, and she punches through Captain Strange. It took her weeks to get the Power Stone, then she got the Reality Stone within minutes. Seconds later, she had the Time and Mind Stone. She then cuts off Adam's head, releasing the Soul Stone. As Nat, the last stone holder, jumps at Gamora along with T'Challa and Peter, Gamora freezes time, stealing the Space Stone and apologizing to Peter. And when she looks down to grab the Soul Stone, now in possession of all the stones, we see both the Gamoras staring at each other. And as they embrace, they become one, and we do notice a streak of gray into her hair. Now, she knows what she must do. She must feed Devendra. Before she can do anything, we see Floa and Loki standing behind her, wishing to talk. She knocks down Loki and puts her sword to his throat. Loki tells Gamora that this scenario is happening in all other realities, and the heroes get the stones back every time. They peer into the reality next to them to see that Gamora and Requiem are two different entities. Curious to the Corey creation, Loki offers her a ride, as she declines, saying she knows the way and she would not let some foolish trickster take her. And then she begins to tell everyone that everyone will be going into the stones, and as she releases time, Thor looks into the face of Loki to ask what he is doing here, and he just says, "I'm just trying to help." Gamora yells to everyone to face judgment in the Soul Stone, and the strong will be remade. Then tells everyone she will see them in the next world, and then begins to fold the universe in half. From the outside, Floa, Loki, and Gamora watch as this new universe unfolds. We see new heroes emerge. New heroes like Ghost Panther, Iron Hammer, Soldier Supreme, Arachnite, Weapon Hex, and a strange mix of Emma Frost and Wolverine. When Loki once again tries to convince Gamora to let him join so he can learn more, but Gamora denies him as she picks him up by his neck and pushes him to the new reality. When Loki is sent there, he's actually thrilled because the trickster always has a plan. Meanwhile, Gamora and Floa make it to the quarry, trying to pass the quarry creation, but with no luck, she begins to dig. We lastly see Loki back in the newest universe, knocking on the door of the Xavier's Institute. So guys, this is part 2 of the 4-part series for the Infinity Wars comics. So go ahead guys, if you do like this stuff, make sure to like and subscribe and check us out. And also, if you had two characters merge together, who would they be? Put that in the comment section down below. And also, Wednesday's video, we're actually explaining Soldier Supreme, and we're going to go through these new characters and talk about them. So, we're actually really close to 100 subs, and we'll be hitting my goal. So, hopefully in the next few months, we'll get there. Other than that, I'll see you guys on Wednesday. See ya.